Hello, today we're going to find polynomial roots using everything we've learned so far from chapter 8. So here's our problem for today. P of x equals x to the fourth minus x cubed minus 5x squared plus 3x plus 6. First of all, we have to recall what a root is. Roots are x-intercepts. So to find the x-intercepts, I'm going to set y equal to 0. Y, as you recall, is the p of x. So in effect, we are solving for 0 equals x to the fourth minus x cubed minus 5x squared plus 3x plus 6. Step 1 is to graph the polynomial. So I did that over here using decimals.com, and I can see it's an x to the fourth. It's got a W shape. Because of that, it should have 4 intercepts. It looks like we're going to have 4 real ones. 2 of them are clearly labeled at 2, 0 and -1, 0. And the other ones look like they're going to be decimals. This is going up by a half, by the way. So I look at my x-intercepts. I see that I have 2 of them, one of them at 2 and one at -1, and the other 2, I don't know what they are yet. So here's the problem copied from the front slide. And now I'm going to turn my x-intercepts into factors. So I take the 2 and turn it into an x minus 2, and I take the -1 and turn it into an x plus 1. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and perform polynomial division or make a Polyduco box using the polynomial, the big long x to the fourth, etc., and one of the factors from step 2. These are the factors here in parentheses. It doesn't matter which one we'll use. I'm just going to go ahead and do x plus 1. You could do the x minus 2 one as well if you wanted. In the end, we'll end up with the same result when we're all done. But for today, let's use the x plus 1 because 1's a nice, easy number to work with. So that factor is going to go along on the right side. Remember, always 3 rows. The number of columns is the number of terms. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms, so I have 5 columns. The x to the fourth is what starts us off, and it goes right here in the middle row in the first empty column. My job is to figure out what times x will be x to the fourth. That's x cubed. Then I take the x cubed times 1, put that down here at the bottom. Next, I need to figure what plus 1 is -1, and that's going to be -2. If you recall, these two on the diagonal right here are supposed to add up to a -1. So this should be a -2x cubed plus x cubed would give me -x cubed. -2 plus 1 is -1. I go back to the top. I figure out what times x gives me -2x cubed. And that's -2x squared. I take that times the bottom, and I get -2x squared. But we wanted -5x squared. So I need to put another object over here. -3x squared plus -2x squared is -5x squared. Go back and toggle to the top. I get a -3x because -3x times x is -3x squared. Take that times the bottom. I get -3x, but I want a 3x. So 6x, because 6 minus 3 is 3. What times x is 6x? 6. And 6 times 1 is 6. And this matches up nicely, so we have no remainders today. So far, we found a factor x plus 1 times this big long factor right here, x cubed minus 2x squared minus 3x plus 6, would give me x to the fourth, etc. So just to clarify, the x plus 1 is coming from the left side, and the x cubed minus 2x squared minus 3x plus 6 is coming from the top, because the left side times the top would give me this whole x to the fourth, etc.